Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to some more Kobe content. Today is Kobe content day. We celebrating, we celebrating the greatness of the Black Mamba, the Bean himself, Kobe Bryant. We gonna do this today. It's for my Virgo brethren, Virgo gang in the building. It's Virgo season, GOAT season in the building. You already know. Fuck everybody else. We don't give a fuck about your zodiac sign. It's Virgo gang. We running y'all shit. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right into it.
It's a competition, and my mission is to destroy you.
My whole purpose was to get you to reconsider your life choice to play basketball. So at the end of the day, you'd be like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. How can I mentally figure out ways to break you down? How can I show you that, no, I have the edge?
You try to take their will away from you.
That's what you do, ain't it? You take people's will.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you. I'm going to want you to reconsider your professional life choice. Really simple, man. I'm there to just absolutely demoralize and dominate the person that I'm playing against and the team I'm playing against. You know, and that was my mentality going into every single game, is just to absolutely obliterate this guy.
Hey everybody, I want to humbly thank you all for tuning in, and I also want to say a very big happy birthday to the Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant, who would have been 45. I had been a basketball fan much of my life. I had fallen out of it for quite some time and then got back into it. While Kobe Bryant isn't my absolute favorite player of all time, that goes to Michael Jordan, he was definitely the next best thing for not just me, but for a lot of different people. A reincarnate of Michael Jordan in many different ways, while having his own style and his own unique flair for the game, in which very few players can say they did. He is one of the few athletes in professional anything to me that just seems as if he's a comic book hero. No matter what the odds, no matter what he's up against, he can find a way to win, and he'll do so in the most supreme fashion possible by ripping your heart out of your damn chest.
Facts.
Just look at his face. Who would want to bring the ball up and be guarded by this man? A night of being guarded by Kobe Bryant must have felt like 10 years of prison and a side of child support. Also, a quick FYI to anyone who plays basketball, if the person who's guarding you assumes this pose and starts chewing their jersey, just put the ball down and walk off the court. I don't care if you're playing against your grandma, you don't want those problems. Whenever I think of basketball, one of the first players that comes to mind is Kobe for how much he embodies the game. His mentality is unmatched. His work ethic is without equal. So much so that his trainer, Tim Grover, who I believe also had trained Jordan originally, said that whenever he challenged Jordan when strength and conditioning, Jordan would always go the extra mile. But with Kobe, he had to stop Kobe. Kobe just would not let up. He was relentless. And I think that was ultimately what kind of ended up shortening his career a bit, just because of how obsessed he was with the game. Nothing took priority over it. And you could see why he and Shaq had this back and forth between them, because these were two supremely talented human beings. It's just one of those superstars in question was more of natural talent, God-given ability, whereas Kobe had to put more work in to achieve the top peak of his prowess. And when you see somebody who's on your level, but they aren't doing enough to keep themselves healthy, keep themselves in proper condition, you start seeing it as an insult. You question that person's dedication to the game. I completely understand that. Not everyone is going to treat the same things in life the same way. There are going to be those who are especially talented at something, but not quite as committed. Then you will have those who are completely obsessed. It all goes hand in hand. I think...
Hey, man. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Always remember that. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. You could be 6'9", 250 pounds, jump out the gym like a trampoline. But if you ain't putting that work in, all them God-given talents don't mean shit.
Both Shaq and Kobe probably were the extremes, a bit too much of one side or the other. But who am I to question somebody's conviction? Who wants it all, who's striving to be the best player of all time? They're willing to walk through fire and brimstone in order to achieve greatness. Let them. If you aren't willing to do so yourself, you'll look kind of foolish in questioning that person and their methods. Kobe's methods were unlike most of anything anyone's seen in professional sports. He played basketball, but he had the mentality of a MMA fighter. He was a gladiator in shorts.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Job's not
Something to
finished.
be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Okay.
Simply brilliant. Gives you chills just hearing him say that. If players nowadays had even 10% of the mentality that Kobe had, I think it would make for a better game, a better league, more fans being able to enjoy the players that they love, playing the sport that we all love. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Mamba mentality 100% 24/7 is always the way. I think it's also important for one to stop, rest, enjoy the ride, not push yourself into overdrive all of the time. It's just that we have so many players now.
No, sir. No. Mamba mentality all the way. Mamba mentality all the fucking way. If you ain't going 100%, then get the fuck out. That's Kobe's mentality. If you ain't going 100%, get the fuck out. Get out. It's either you going full throttle or you not going, or you can get the fuck out. Ain't nobody got time for you. You want to rest. You want to lay around. Nah, ain't no time to be laying around. You getting paid millions of dollars to dribble a basketball. It's time to put that work in. You got the off season to sit in. You got the off season to sit in your house, chill with your family, do all that shit. But when it's time to get back in the gym and it's time to win another ring, your ass better be dedicated 24/7, 365. All 82. Plus playoffs. Your ass need to be in the gym on time. No bullshit, no games. Fuck everything else. The game comes before anything else. If you don't put nothing else, if you don't put the game before anything else, then why are you playing? Mamba mentality.
Nowadays, abusing the amenities the NBA provides them. The rest and relaxation is taken for granted. The lifestyle is taken for granted, and the fans are taken for granted.
Facts.
And if you have a problem with any of these things, you're seen as a toxic element or somebody who's against the grain of what the majority of the team may want. And you may find yourself traded multiple times, like Jimmy Butler when he was on the Timberwolves, then going to the Philadelphia 76ers, where there was an issue of dedication and commitment to the game for a lot of different players that he shared the roster with. And when he would call these things out, he was seen as toxic. He was seen as somebody who can't function well in the team, somebody who goes against the grain all the time, even to the detriment of his teammates. In the pursuit of greatness, it just comes with the territory, I guess. And let's say if Jimmy Butler had even half the career of Kobe, there would be players who would be more receptive to his words, I believe, or people who wouldn't cry foul or say he's being toxic the first time he utters these things, because he has a resume to back up what he's saying. Because I guarantee you, if it were Kobe in these situations, or he was the Jimmy Butler in this scenario, people would be like, well, I mean, he's Kobe, so I got to change something up. I got to do something to hope he acknowledges me and that we can move on and gel well as a team. Another amazing, cool moment I remember from Kobe is when he dislocated his finger while playing against the Spurs. And he and one of the Lakers staff goes to the sidelines and he just pops it back into place for Kobe. And he gets right back on the court. No timeout, no time for relief or saying, oh, wait, just give me a minute. He gets right back out there. That is true obsession. That's awe-inspiring. It's just awesome in every sense of the word. And I want to share a personal story with you guys in relation to Kobe. And when I found out about his passing, I was online talking to my friends who I've known for quite some time. I have some friends that I've known or met on a PlayStation game 10 years now. We all know each other's real name. We've met in real life. One of them told me Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. And it's one of those things that you just automatically assume is just fake news. It just doesn't seem possible. You look at it like, no, that's not real. I said, no, that's not real. And the friend in question who was telling me this wasn't really the biggest NBA fan or biggest basketball fan. So I was like, okay, he's probably saying something for joking around. But when I start seeing it, I see it trending, I see the news stories, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? And to hear that not only himself, but his daughter and other victims lost their life in this helicopter crash, words can't describe how much air that took out of me.
I remember that day too. They said Rick Fox died in that car. That's what made this shit so fucking shaky right there. It's when they said Rick Fox died in the helicopter crash. I said, damn, Rick Fox too? Then they started saying Derek Fisher was in there. I was like, Robert Horry was. I was like, all right, bro, y'all lying. Y'all lying, bro. Y'all lying. Then it's all over ESPN. They saying that he passed away. I ain't seeing nothing on no Rick Fox or no Derek Fisher, no Robert Horry. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I was in disbelief for about 3 hours. I didn't believe it until I got home, and it was everywhere, bro. It was real. It was really real, bro. That shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. I got so sick to my stomach, I couldn't even go to work the next day, bro. I was literally sick to my stomach. My stomach was hurting, okay? My stomach was aching, bro. I was that sick to my stomach because Kobe passed away, bro. God damn, bro. It was hard to digest that, bro.
That day. But the reason I say this story is personal isn't necessarily because of my reaction, as so many of us, even you watching this video, probably felt the same. It's just how my mother was a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and he was her favorite player. She had a poster or two of his. She would have different quotes, things of his, and when this happened, she got really into a lot of his career. She started looking up highlights, and it really genuinely hurt her and made her feel bad. And I ended up losing her a month or two after he passed. It's almost impossible for me to not mention his passing without my mother coming into my mind and how much he meant to her, and her getting back into basketball somewhat of that season. And it's just something that you carry with you, and a piece of you dies as you go forward with the rest of your life. You just have to learn to live with it and live without the person that you love. And I can't even begin to fathom and imagine what his family must have gone through, losing not just one, but two valued members of your family. Two people you'll never get to hold, you'll never get to see them smile. Having had experience with pain like that myself, it's a pain like no other, and it brings a tear to your eye. It really does. So I really wish, hope, and pray for the best for his family going forward, his wife, friends, all of those who had the pleasure of knowing him. To the victims of the helicopter crash and their families, I issue my condolences, prayers, my thoughts as well. Really just tragedy among tragedy. It's a sad fact of life that so many people have to go through things like this. I want to thank each and every single one of you deeply for watching this far. Tell me your favorite stories about Kobe Bryant. If you wish to divulge how you were feeling that day or where were you upon.
Alrighty, that's just gonna about do it for this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out.